Hey guys, so before this video starts, just want to remind you, if you want cheap games, make sure to use my link down below. You get pretty good prices. If you use it, you do support me, and thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved on the PC, where we're talking more about the latest update, and this is going to be the last video talking about the update specifically because this is the tech updates. Well, the tech part of the update, where we're going to be covering the 4 new tech items added into the game. Alright, and we're going to be talking about everything that it takes. So, the things added to the game are the tech cloning chamber, absolutely massive as you can see. The tech auto turret, you can see in our hands we have some tech granatas. And over here we have a megalodon that we're going to go ahead and throw a megalodon saddle on. But first off, we'll just start with the grenades since they're relatively simple and well, we should be able to knock this out pretty quick. So the grenade is going to take 1 element, 40 crystal, 10 cementing paste, 30 metal, 30 polymer, and 60 gunpowder to craft. So nothing absolutely ridiculous, like you are going to need element to do it, which always is like, oh, I gotta get element. But in terms of everything else, it's relatively low compared to the other ones, as you will see soon. And then once you do have it in your hand, well, you have it in your hand, and you can click it, you pull the trigger, you throw it, and it sticks, and it blows up. Yay! So you might be star. It looks just like a grenade. It is. But it does a lot more damage, and it does have a very special property that makes it tech. So I'm trying to go and just find something to demonstrate to you guys this on. I don't see literally anything in a 10-mile radius I could do. Ah, there we go. What is this? A beautiful little bird. What is this? An Ichthyornis? What up, Ichthyornis? You like flying around? There we go. And as you can see, it literally sticks. That's the special thing about tech grenades. They are pretty much sticky grenades from like Call of Duties and those games you know of. They do stick and they can do large amounts of damage. Like it's pretty impressive how much they do, because they've managed to kill a lot of things. If you guys saw my ARK ending update, we started throwing some tech grenades, and they were doing quite a bit of damage. So they're pretty powerful. And I mean, the whole sticking part, you can't run away from this. If you manage to stick it to something, they're going to have to deal with the consequences. So I'm going to see if maybe I could stick it to my Rex here for demonstrative purposes, and see if he'll take some damage and take one for the team. Yeah, as you can see, did 500 damage on the dot. So this tech grenade, pretty powerful. 500 damage is pretty good. It even hit, look at that blast radius too. It even hit my tech cloning chamber, which sucks for me. But that is it for the tech grenade. Next up, let's talk about the tech auto turrets. The tech auto turret is going to take 100 electronic, 100 metal, 50 cementic paste, 50 polymer, and 3 element. It does have to be placed in the vicinity of a tech generator, and it does have to be activated for this to be turned on, because if we turn that off, you can see that becomes unpowered, and that's no bueno for anybody. Anyways, you can place it wherever you want. I think it has to be on one of these things. Don't quote me on that. And then it does have options like every other turret, exclusion list, what you don't want it to target, what you do want it to target, all that jazz. You can add the warnings and everything, but it's going to be powered by shards. That's kind of its ammunition and how it works. So pretty much how that works is you get shards, as you guys might know, from the tech crafting bench or whatever it's called. I don't remember the exact name of it, but 1 element should get you 100 tech shards, and then from there you can throw them right onto that, and you should be pretty good to go. And is that a second megalodon? I think so. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to get something. I'm gonna just spawn something in right here to show you that it's gonna go ham on it and how much fun that's gonna be. So here we got a Carno. Oh my god, we had a Carno. Take 2. Here we have a Carno, and here we have a Rex. We got our turret engaging the Rex, and you can see it's relatively slow, but it's shooting, it's doing some damage, and we're gonna see how many. Look at that, already killed a Rex. How much shards did that use up? So you can see it's pretty powerful. It's got pretty solid range on it. They use up a total of 16 shards. So I don't know exactly how much it uses up per shot. I want to say it's 1. I think it is 1. And then what happened was, well, that thing died, obviously. And that was a level 11 Rex. So it's like, it's not like it's a pushover. That thing did have a pretty solid amount of health to it, but this tech turret is very powerful in what it does. And you can see the bullets it has. So yeah, I do think it is 1 per. But I'm going to spawn a dodo in real quick so we could demonstrate and see. Also, it's pretty funny watching this thing just destroy dodos. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. That dodo's dead. Used up one bullet. Dodo disappeared. So it's pretty great. But, yeah, there you have it. The Tek turret. Super powerful. I mean, relatively cheaper in terms of element and all that jazz that you're going to need. Because the next two things we're going to be talking about, you're going to need way more. Way more than what we've been talking about before this. So next on, the Tek cloning chamber. That's going to be the big finale. All right, but for now, let's head on over to our Megalodon here. Toss on the Megalodon saddle and have some fun with that. The Megalodon saddle is going to cost you 500 polymer, 2,500 metal ingots, 370 crystal, 55 element, and 140 black pearls. So now we're starting to talk, okay, this is a little bit more on the expensive side, but if you go ahead, throw that thing on there, and this thing is going to be looking super epic, like it's straight out of Austin Powers. And oh my god, the fin. Look at the fin. That is badass, dude. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, anyways, if we head on down under, and you can see, we can do our usual down under things. If we hit left control, we activate targeting mode, where he gets, you know, a couple of lasers, nothing big. Ow, shark's attacking me. And we just gotta toss some element on him, because I totally forgot to do that. And you can see, we now have the underwater laser shooter. We just gotta start getting a bit more accurate with it. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Yes. Yes. And this thing shoots, like, really fast, too. Like, if you can span this thing fast enough, that thing shoots hella fast. Every one uses up 4% of your element, which is one element each. So make sure you have a lot of element if you're gonna be doing stuff with this. But this guy, oh my god, he is going to be powerful. Let's see if we can get down to like a plesiosaur or something. And here we got a plesiosaur. Oh god, oh god, okay, let's run away for a sec here. Don't want to die, I just want to shoot on it to demonstrate how powerful this can really be. So there we got a plesiosaur. Look at that. It's a little bit harder to aim this, I do admit, but boop, boop, boop. Let's get some shots in on this thing from a distance. And we were able to kill a level 35 plesiosaur without even getting close to it. If you have this, this will make you probably the ruler of the deep, and I love it. This Tek saddle is awesome. I always love Tek saddles because they're just so badass. And the Megalodon, what used to be the most powerful sea creature, been eclipsed by things like the plesiosaur, the mosasaur, all that stuff. But now with the Tek saddle, this thing can reclaim its spot as the beast of the deep. And honestly, I think it does a pretty good job at that. Just make sure you make them pretty tanky, I'd have to say. That's the one thing you kind of want to make sure you do. And I mean, of course, you get armor with that too, but it's enough shenanigans. It is now time for the piece de resistance. Fancy words that I'm making up, probably. The Tek cloning chamber. This thing is massive. You do have to place it on some sort of a floor. You can't just place it on the ground, as you can see there. It's a little bit hard to see, but I did have to put it on top of here. And this thing is going to cost you 5,500 metal, 800 polymer, 550 crystal, 100 element, and 200 black pearls. You do have to power it as well. You can see here it has a console pretty similar to what you find at like at the obelisks and stuff, which is pretty cool, and kind of hinting towards the stuff that this is definitely the tier of stuff of the obelisks, which I mean makes sense. The Tek tier always kind of looked like it was the same stuff from obelisks. But what you can do is you have a couple of options here: demolish, repair, clone, and access inventory. So pretty standard. This thing is also going to be powered by elemental shards that can hold up to 48,000, I believe, and you can clone dinos up to level 450, and it takes anywhere. Oh, thank you for protecting me from that pelican. Jesus Christ, that thing. Wait, that thing got shot out of the air. My God. Anyways, this thing is going to take, from what I heard, anywhere from 40 minutes, absolute minimum. Right? I'm just gonna toss this guy up on here. Hello. Don't get too stuck there, buddy. We're gonna put him on this. Can you climb this? There we go. And we will engage cloning. Now, you can take anywhere from 40 minutes to 4 days. So unless you're playing on an accelerated server, I don't even know how you're gonna be able to accelerate this. Jesus, that thing's a savage. Look at that, shooting fish in the water. Talk about accuracy. You will be able to clone. You can see it lets you know how much it's going to cost, what you're trying to clone, and all that stuff. So I'm going to hit that, and it is beginning, and it's going to take us 9 hours, baby. So little bit there. Once you do begin, you can't really stop. At least I don't think so. You can move your guy. He still the thing still has the DNA, so it's gonna keep on going. And yeah, it's gonna be going for quite a while. So if I actually want to see if we turn that off, will that actually disable it? Does that cancel it? So that's actually, be very careful. You need to keep your generators running during this, otherwise you risk losing whatever you're trying to clone. So I'm gonna try to actually bring I'm gonna try to bring a dodo here. All right, and we're gonna see how long that takes, just to show you, regardless of what you're doing, it's gonna take a while. All right, so here we can see we have a very deadly dodo. We have our turret absolutely lighting up a turtle. Poor turtle. God, that thing shot a turtle out real quick. Anyways, so let's try to clone our dodo. 700 shards, a lot cheaper, pretty useless, and it's gonna take us an hour 20 minutes for a dodo. So regardless, it's gonna take a while, but once it does finish, you will have yourself a perfect duplicate, an exact duplicate of whatever you're trying to do. It can cost a pretty penny, because I mean 48,000 shards, that's up to like 480 elements. So if you're trying to like reproduce pretty much the most powerful thing imaginable, it's gonna be expensive, but you'll be reproducing very powerful things. That's gonna really come in handy if you like bred the perfect type of dino that's super powerful, has all the best stats, that type of stuff, leveled all the way, perfect tame, all that stuff. Especially if it's like harder to get or anything, the cloning is gonna be super useful for that. But that is gonna go ahead and wrap it up for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like this video, if you have any questions about the tech that I'll try to answer and all that jazz, because I'm happy to. But there you have it, man. There you have it. Tech tier keeps on getting cooler. Next update coming at the end of the month, I think, on PC. Should be coming out to PS4 and Xbox right around the middle of the month from what I'm hearing. Definitely will cover that on the consoles as well. But in the meantime, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. I appreciate it as always. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed for more ARK videos. Now that we're done covering the updates, back to your regularly scheduled ARK programming on Wednesday. That's when I'll hit you with the PS4 video probably. Then on Friday, we'll head back on PC as usual, where we alternate every 2 days. Switch between series, you know, and all that. But yeah, it's gonna do it for me. Make sure you guys are tuning into my streams too. We've been streaming a lot, having a lot of fun. Super cool chilling with you guys. Twitch.tv/Starsnipe. Links in the description as always. And yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for me. For real, I said that like 3 times, but for real, we're wrapping it up like the Crunchwrap Supreme that we are. Thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a fan-freaking-tastic day. I love you, and goodbye, my friends.